Welcome back everybody to some more Shadow of the Colossus on PS4, and this is the final 4 Colossi. We're here on my normal playthrough to finish the game off. So I've been continuing my hard mode playthrough. I am now up to... There we go, I'm 3 hours in. I think that's right, isn't it? 3 hours, 6 minutes, and I've beat 11 Colossi so far, so I've got 5 left to beat. So that's the final one, the dude with the teeth on his head that we did last night, and then the 4 we're doing tonight, which I will probably do either tonight after the stream or tomorrow. So then the next 2 Shadow of the Colossus streams, which are Friday and Saturday, we can do hard mode time trials on the stream, which will be a lot of fun. We can also... Oh, you can't do it in here yet. Once we go in game, I'll show you the stats. But let me load our normal playthrough, which we're doing on stream. There we go. And let's do these final 4. We got... I can't remember which one we have next. Because 14... No, 15 is the big guy. And then 16 is the last one. So 14 is the small one. Oh! Okay, of course I know who 14 is. And 13, sorry, who we're starting with. It's my favourite. We saw this cutscene yesterday. If you want to see it again, go check out part 2, which was yesterday's stream. We saw all this as well. This is how yesterday's stream ended. And here we are, exactly where yesterday's stream left off. Hello, Aggro. So one of the cool things I was talking about is... Here is stats, so you can see how long you've played each one. Now, I've got a lot more playtime on hard because I've reset the game a couple of times while getting trophies. So my actual fastest playthrough of hard should be under maybe just over 4 hours long, I think. But as you can see, my total playtime on normal is much shorter because I haven't been messing around as much as I have on hard mode. And you can see distance traveled, shrines visited, prayers offered, lots and lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. And you can see your fastest time you've beaten them on normal and hard and easy. I haven't done anything on easy yet. But yeah, there's some pretty tough fights in here. And you can see that the normal times are almost always longer. Because there's an additional 1 or 2 spots you have to attack on each Colossi. But I managed on, I think this is Avian. I managed to kill that guy pretty quick in my hard mode playthrough. And then Beardy over here took me 6 minutes. Oh, I killed... Which one is this? Which one is 7? I killed it in 3 minutes. And then that was almost the same amount of time there. Colossus 8. And then 9, which is the giant turtle, which scares me. I fought him today. And 10, I beat pretty quick as well. That's the thunder snake who lives in the water, isn't it? And, yep. I beat this guy in under 3 minutes. That's the first of the small Colossi. I kicked his ass. That's the one I just beat. And then I've got to beat these ones. And we're going to fight 13. Right, we're going to fight 13 now? Yeah. On normal mode. But it's really cool that they keep stats for everything like that. It's very, very cool. And I've been playing in cinematic mode. Look at the map now as well. Now, cinematic mode... in settings is in display, and you can see I'm playing on performance for the streams, but whenever I'm playing my hard mode by myself, I'm just playing in lovely, lovely cinematic mode, which is higher resolution. It's 1440p checkerboarded up to 4K on my TV, I think. But its initial resolution is only 1440p, but it looks so sharp. It's kind of incredible how good it looks. So we are... Oh yeah, we're going to the desert. To the desert. Oh, if we're going through the forest, I'll show you guys the big Easter egg thing I found, and I got a trophy for on my hard mode playthrough. I've managed to get most of the trophies now already. Everything I don't have now seems to be, other than one of them, which I think I could necessarily do on a normal playthrough. Everything else is stuff you can just not do yet. So other than one of them, I think everything else I have to do is going to be by getting items from the time trials, especially the Queen Sword. The Queen Sword will make some of them a lot easier, especially the one I'm thinking of that's like a leftover. But welcome to my favorite area in the game. I love this forest so much. You don't see many game developers tackle forests in this way, I feel, because this is really dense. Every frame is so dense. But it is absolutely gorgeous. And somewhere in here, there is a cave, which I've already forgotten where it is. But we'll find it. We will find it. I'm going to jump off aggro. Aggro is quite slow in here. Is this the cave? Yeah, here we go. So I found this on my hard mode playthrough, but we haven't found it on this playthrough yet. So this, if anyone is aware of The Last Guardian, which was Team ICO's third game, so they made ICO, Shadow of the Colossus, and then The Last Guardian. These barrels play a huge part in that game. Huge part. And this is a really nice little Easter egg. You get a trophy called Boon of the Nomad. And also, this is the first place I found one of these relics. So on my hard mode playthrough, I think I found a couple of these now. But this is... yeah, this is coming out of my DualShock 4, this noise. Just been stood near it. These are these little relics you can collect. And I think there are 79 of them. That's what people online are saying. And if you look on the map right here, you can see that it now says a number 1 where there was a cloud before. We still, at the time of me streaming and recording this, we don't know what collecting all of them do. The most we've seen is someone get 75 so far. It's a guy called PS4 Trophies. I've watched a couple of his live streams actually while he's hunting. He's only got 75 so far, so we're still missing 4. Which is kind of crazy. Oh, this is a really nice area too. Let me show you this area. This is me padding the stream tonight, clearly. I don't ever remember this area in the first game. In the original, I should say. This, like, bog, swampy area. It's definitely there, I just don't remember it. But I came here in my hard mode playthrough as well. And I saw a little lizard. Look, that's what I'm here for. Hello, little lizard. He's just backing up on that wall. And there's some fruit. This fruit falls off, and I'm not going to mess around with that right now. I've got it in my hard mode playthrough, which is going to be my main playthrough that I'm going to play probably 4 times through. I'm going to do hard mode and then just do all the hard mode time challenges and then do a new game plus on normal on it. Which is the way to go. But let me go through to the other side of the forest now, which I think is this way. Go. Go. Go, aggro. Which, that will end us up at the desert. Just, aggro, why are you so slow in the forest? I mean, what logical reason is there? I mean, I could literally walk faster than you're going right now. I'll wait for you to catch up when you feel like it, aggro. Don't worry about it. I only need you to ride around and do things. So this is my favorite Colossus coming up. It is the 13th. Yeah, we're doing 13 through 16 today, which is, of course, 4, 13, 14, 15, and 16. You coming, aggro? And it's the biggest Colossus in the game, if you think of it in length, size, and everything. But there's just something about it that I really like. There's a sort of majesty when you see this thing. And I even used it for my Twitter GIFs. So for the GIFs for announcing that I'm live, I used this Colossus. And here we are. Number 13. This area also looks awesome. I mean, you can't do a lot detail-wise with a desert, I understand that. It's just sand. You can't do a lot of really cool foliage tricks like they have done in the other areas. But this looks pretty incredible. I also think this Colossus has 2 extra points in hard mode, so I need to keep my eyes out on that. There it is. It looks absolutely beautiful. So it's a totally docile, or docile, however you want to pronounce that, Colossus. It will not attack you unless provoked. Like some of the other ones. We've seen some of the more aggressive ones. This is definitely one of the more laid-back Colossus. And it'll just float around and do its own thing until you engage in it. Which, of course, we are going to do. This already feels much easier than I remember it. So these air sacs are what keeps it floating in the air. And all you've got to do is take all 3 of them out, all the 3 different sections, and it will come tumbling down, and you'll be able to land on it. And there we go. Look how incredibly awesome this Colossus looks. And you gotta do some pretty crazy stunt work here. There we go. And that was the pretty crazy stunt work. I love the Colossi that include aggro in the actual thing. I can't actually move right now. I'm stuck. It's like the game won't let me do anything. You used to be able to climb these fine. Well, I guess we're making a jump. Whew. Wow, this is already incredible. Again, the music, the visuals just look incredible. I use that word way too much. Is he about to do a barrel roll? He's about to do a barrel roll. I'm going to try to make it to another one. But I think there are at least 2 additional spots to attack in hard mode, so I'll know before we get to it. But we only got 1 hit in on that. He's about to dive as well. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Aggro! Aggro! I feel like I already have more stamina than that on my hard mode playthrough too. Maybe I've collected more lizards, or maybe you just get more on hard mode, I'm not sure. But I feel like my bar going across the screen is much further than that. Right then, let's see where he pops up again. What just an incredible sight this is, though. Best desert in a video game? Maybe. Also, if you look up, the sky is now littered with these kind of cloud formation vortexes where the light from the dead Colossus stream up. It's kind of crazy when you get to this point in the game. You see so much of that. Oh, there he is. There he is. Was that not a hit? That had to be a hit, right? There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. You coming down, old friendo? He's coming down. Oh, I didn't know he had 2 sets of eyes on the side of his head. That's really cool. Why is he so slow? What's wrong with him? What have we done to him? Look how slow he's moving. Poor Colossus. Oh, well. Yeah, he's now going to speed up a lot because he's like, haha, tricked you. You didn't jump on me. I can't even climb up on aggro right now. Right, let's go. Let's catch back up to the slowest Colossus ever. Why is it so slow? Even this seems slow for it right now. What? What? Was I just not close enough? This is going disastrously wrong. I'm gonna have to be much quicker than this on my hard mode playthrough. There's a trophy for being hard mode, I think under 5 hours or something? I can't remember what it is. 5 hours and like 20 minutes or something like that. And I would like to get that. Oh, and it's letting me climb properly this time. Which is good. Just waiting for him to fly up. I mean, it's so difficult to get the scale of this Colossus in on one shot because it's absolutely ginormous. Maybe, you know, a shot like that kind of helps really see the scale we're dealing with here. And the way it floats and like moves its entire body is kind of crazy. Alright, let's do one of these. It wasn't very good, was it? You have to stand much closer to the edge. There we go. That's a jump stab. It's how you kill the little Colossi really quickly. Let's keep moving. Let's see if we can get another stab in the next one before he does. Oh, the barrel roll's incoming. I don't think I'll be able to reach the next one. Whoa. But you never know. You never know. Oh, the other ones are closing, I think. No. I might get stabbed. I got maybe a little stab in there. Okay. Just one more go around. Aggro! Aggro, where are you? Aggro! Oh no. Aggro comes to find Wanda's dead body buried in the sand. What a bleak end that would be. Right. Now where are you going to pop back up again? My long-bodied Colossus friend. Supposedly it's over here somewhere right now. I think in my PS2 playthrough I took a very, very long time fighting this guy. Oh, he's emerging upside down to begin with. Oh, you're not going any higher than that, my friend. He's just humongous. I really don't know why there aren't more games that try to replicate this style. Because I love just the huge, lonely world where you're kind of going around defeating these ginormous monsters. I think it's a really cool idea. And I think other games could do it slightly differently too. What is happening? Why has he gone back up in the sky already? Come back down. Hello, Colossus. I'm just gonna wait. You might want to stop moving, aggro. Oh! What even just happened? I just slowly got off aggro and ended up on the Colossus. Beautiful. Right, I'll wait right here until he pulls up. There we go. We're good. Hello. Hello again, Colossus. You can see aggro down there. Don't worry, aggro. We got this. What did he just do? What did this Colossus just do? It feels like he just hit something. Or maybe he inflated his air sense. Even this feels like a challenge, like just managing to survive climbing along the back of this huge monstrosity. With all the fair rippling, the sand blowing past, the epic music blasting away in the background as Wanda trips over himself for the 900th time. And again, we'll try to do a jump stab to start this off. Alright, let's try a jump stab. There we go. That was a good chunk of damage as well. And down Colossus 13 goes. Signs amidst the storm. So now it's the final of the small colossi. You go from a huge colossus like that to now one of the smallest. I'd say second smallest in the game is the next one. I'm just going to confirm that 11 is called Cenobia, and this other small one isn't called that. Let's have a look. Have a look. I was just putting a reminder on my phone too. So 11 is Celosia, and then 14 is Cenobia. So yeah, we're going to fight Cenobia now. That was Phalanx, by the way, or Phalanx. And then Argus is and Malice are the other two. So Celosia was 11, the little one we fought yesterday with the fire. Cool. The Guardian set loose. A closed-off city beyond the channel. Third to last Colossus. This could end up being either a very long or very short stream, depending on how well I do at the end of this game. But look how many doves are here now. Crazy. So many doves. I ended up getting the trophy for Animals of the Land, or whatever it's called, which is riding on an eagle, a hawk, and then finding a fish and a turtle, or a tortoise, as well today. So that was good fun. Checking off my trophy list. I think I'm going to aim for this being my second PS4 game to have a platinum trophy. My first being Infamous Second Son. But I think this is going to be my second platinum trophy, which is going to be cool. Anyway, where are we going? Where are we heading off to? Somewhere way over this way. Yeah. Okay. The ride begins. Now, I don't know how many shrines there are, but I wonder if there's one maybe down this area. I forget where they all are now. There's definitely one up there next to the bridge just across. There's one up in that corner. I wonder if there's any over here. I think this is where we're going right now. This area up like in these upper grids. Also, some people were asking about filters. Filters can be manually added to the game in settings here, in display. You go to filter, and then you can choose how you want to play the game. Say if you wanted to play all of it while it looked like night, sure. You want it to be really, really night, sure. You want film grain on, sure. But let's turn that off. And then you can actually play the game like this if you really wanted to. I mean, that's pretty dark, but if you really wanted to, you could play the game like that, which is a nice added feature, I guess, for people who wanted to maybe make the game a little bit more vibrant, or like they're in the Sahara, or like they're in the Antarctic. You know, it is pretty cool, but this is back to default now. I think there's something very natural about the color palette they chose for this game, especially this remake. It's a little, I would argue that it's a little bit oversaturated in a couple of areas, but that is because I've played the original so many times, which is very bloom heavy and desaturated. There's not many bright colors in the original game. Do we have to go around? Do we have to go around? No, there's a bridge on the other side. We'll go through Colossus 9. I think it's Colossus 9's arena. The one I don't like. We'll go through his arena. Just recently refought him on hard mode as well. And I had a lot of difficulty staying on him, which is a weird thing to talk about, but like I fell off Turtle Face about 50 times. I don't know why. But I ended up restarting just a couple of times so I didn't add a stupid amount of time to my hard mode playthrough. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this area, possibly where Turtle is now in general, is where there was originally going to be a fight with a Phoenix, like a big Phoenix Colossus from the cut content, because I think the screenshot has these trees behind it, or at least it looks like this area in the PS2 game. Some people think that collecting those gold relics we saw earlier, those are going to open a new 17th Colossus fight. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think it'll either be like a really cool new rare skin, or maybe a new area at the very most. I just don't think it will have a Colossus in it. Or maybe just a new cutscene for the end of the game. That's all I can think of that they might do. But the diligent relic hunters are doing really, really good work. It's kind of incredible how well that they're getting on with it. Oh, we're heading the same way still, which is good. And they're just scouring every single section of the map. Which must be tricky now they're down to the last 4 that they need. Because that's an infuriating number. It's small enough to be like an impossibility almost. Like finding 4 in a world this big. But it will work well if there's like... I think there are teams of people where there's like 4 or 5 people working on one section of the map and then a few more people working on another section. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Are we going the right way? I think we are. And... Are we... No, almost there. Almost there. There's a few areas I found while running around which seem very open and barren that would really work quite nicely for a new Colossus fight, but, you know, it will never happen. Oh, is that a shrine right there? How do I want that shrine. Hi, shrine. How do I get to you? Do I follow this path down? And then I guess I have to come back up the path and follow this path? Let's go to the shrine. Like I said, there's only 4 Colossus to fight, and while I would definitely say the last 2, me saying that now means that I'm going to take forever on this guy, but the last 2 Colossus, for me, are usually longer than 10 minutes per fight. Like, how long did the one we just fought, Phalanx, take us? Took us 10 minutes. It didn't feel it, but, it, you know, it was 10 minutes. I think the next 2 may take us 15, 20 minutes apiece. Just the fights. Especially as what is going on with aggro? For a horse that's very intelligent, it gets stuck on some dumb things. And I feel like sometimes it doesn't need to jump like that off a tiny little ledge. Right. First, lizard, where you at? I wonder if they ever debated adding like a quiver or storing the bow somewhere on Wanda. Because obviously when he puts it away, it just disappears. While the sword always stays there. I wonder if that was ever anything they discussed for the remake. I think it would make it look even weirder to have a bow slung over his back because of the cloak. Just wouldn't work, would it? Right. I don't see little blue-tailed lizard. Well, he's white-tailed, but they look kind of blue in this game. Yeah, don't see it. No. Am I blind? Anyone else see it? Well, let's shoot down some fruit in the meantime. I swear I just saw some fruit right there. There it is. So, Black Panther is doing really well on reviews and things, which I'm very excited about. I'm seeing that movie on Tuesday, so there won't be a stream on Tuesday. But I am very excited to see that movie. And then, just a couple of months later, we've got Avengers and Han Solo coming out in the same month. I think same month. Actually, I think Avengers comes out here in April, and then Han Solo is the end of May. And then Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's a busy year. I don't know if I've talked about the Han Solo trailer on stream yet, but I thought it was okay. I think all the supporting cast look incredible. I don't know how the Millennium Falcon looks so good. Like, what happens to it? It looks brand new in this movie. Like, how does it become so, well, wrecked by the time we see it in the original trilogy? Which I think is only 10 years after this movie, maybe not even that. And I would argue that Alden Ehrenreich, I can never say his name, looks maybe too old to be playing, you know, a young Han Solo. You're excited to see a movie called Fire Dragon 4. Is that me? Am I that movie? Also, how are you still here? I thought you were traveling. Hello. But no, I think Han Solo trailer was good. The Venom trailer came out today and really didn't wow me at all. If anything, it underwhelmed me. I really don't think we need a movie about Venom. I don't see why we would ever need a Venom movie. I mean, sure, Spider-Man 3 wasn't great, but I would say adapt the Ultimate Spider-Man storyline about Venom into... Come here! Get! You stay where you little lizard bugger. I'll get you. I will. I would say adapt the Ultimate Spider-Man Venom storyline with Peter, you know, finding this cure for cancer, and then, well, finding out that there's a cure for cancer, but it's basically this suit that you have to wear. Well, if a movie's called Fire Dragon 4, it's definitely about me. Who would we get to play me in the Hollywood boring adaptation of my life? If you said Jack Black, we can get out right now. He's much funnier than me. He deserves better than me. I would quite like... This is a way, way over the top, far too much of a pretty boy kind of a thing, but I think Domhnall Gleeson, he plays... Oh, good, thanks. Thanks. Okay, his tail just fell off. We just saw that. It's a Bollywood film. I don't know any Bollywood actors, but I'd love to see a Bollywood recreation of my life. That'd be hilarious. Maybe they could make it a musical. I like musical Bollywood films. I've only seen a couple, but we studied some in world cinema, in film studies. But yeah, There we go. Domhnall Gleeson, I think, would be a pretty good... He could do me. Sounds wrong. I think he could make a more exciting version of me in a movie. I mean, it would not be an exciting movie at all. But he's a great actor. I think About Time is his favorite movie that he's been in of mine. And I mean, he was in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi as is it General Hux? Is that his rank? But he's very much a villain in that movie, while every other movie I've ever seen him in, he's like the nice boy. Which is kind of, you know, strange that he's been cast in such an evil, shouty role. But I think that's a fun thing to think about. Like, who would play you in the Hollywood? Commander Hux? General Hux? I think it's General. It'd be fun to see, like, to have a discussion, like, who would play who and whose thing. It's a little bit like when you think about, I don't know if you ever played it at school, but we used to do a thing where we'd figure out in our group who we would be from Friends. I'm a little bit like a mix between Ross and Ross. Yeah, mostly just Ross. With a little bit of Chandler sprinkled in at times. I also used to be really into paleontology. I still am, but I'm just not as avid about it. And then I've got a little bit of Monica because of the whole OCD thing as well. But we had people in my friends group who were very Joey and very Rachel and very Phoebe as well. So compared to the people I would say were Phoebes, I was pretty normal, which is strange to think that I'm normal. It's definitely not true. And there we saw Zenobia sitting on his temple. This area, holy shit. I love ruins in video games. And this is like the biggest ruined area in the game. I know, I'm definitely not normal, but the compared to some of the people I know, I come across more normal when I'm around them. Like I look boring and normal when I'm around some of the people I know from my friend group. And they wouldn't be offended me saying this either. They live to be extremely weird. Or maybe it's on a spectrum. Maybe like maybe some of the people are weird in a different way to my weird, because I'm like computer nerdy weird, and they're like, you know, they're kind of outdoorsy weird, I suppose. Like, yeah, I would describe some of them as hippies, some of them as just drunks. I mean this in the nicest way. These people are my friends. Did he not push this one down? I thought he pushed this one down. Come on, Zenobia. Do your little thing. I don't think she's lurking. She's probably asleep. She was up way too late last night. But she did also call in sick to work as well today. But she was never a part of my friend group either, Demon. I didn't meet her till I was like 21, 22. My friend group of people I've known since I was like 8. We're also one of those weird friend groups where most of the girls have slept with most of the guys and vice versa. It's a very weird group. But I suppose this is also why, like, I have friends who, like, are my exes and things like that. We're all very much open like that. It's a very weird thing. But hey. You know, things you do in your teens, right? You don't take to your 20s. I really like this fight. I think there's a lot of, like, really good moments in this fight, and I feel like it's almost always tense. Unless you know what you're doing, then it's less tense. There he is. Look at him doing his... Oh, God! Yeah, doing his little headbutts. Second smallest Colossus in the game. I like the design of this one a lot. I think it's very cool looking. Aha! Shot in the face! This is my favorite small size Colossus in the game. Easily. Geronimo! Okay. So we need it to hit us this direction. No, don't push me this way. I'll fall into like a river. Come over this way. Look where the arrows are. You like play with the arrows, little doggy. You're not angry with me, are you? No. Here he is. What a fun little animal. So he's coming to see where his arrow friends ended up. Nope, shoot in the face. Haha. What are you gonna do now? Uh-oh. Oh. Well, I mean, at least you can drive, even if you feel not well enough to do it right now. I've never learnt how to drive. I've only driven a car once on private land. Oh! Yep, that nearly happened. I suppose in America as well, like, it must be a little bit more necessary to drive because of like the distance between states and things like that. Like everything's quite close together in England. You can drive like from one end of England to the other in a day. So, which I suppose you can't even do in some states, right? Like Texas. You wouldn't be able to drive from one side of Texas to the other in a day, I'm guessing. Like, say if you're driving from East Texas to West Texas, and maybe you're gonna stop in like, maybe you would just stop in like Austin. Yeah, let's say you're going for a trip across Texas. You stop in Austin. I still think you've probably got like a really long drive either side of that. Is Austin Central Texas, or I don't actually know. This is really good for my American geography, which I'm not bad at. I can name quite a lot of states and stuff. Austin, Texas. I just googled Austin, Texas, but not Texas, as in how you spell it. Texus. I know that's not how you spell it. You could go across Texas in 16 hours. Damn. Oh, so yeah, it kind of is Central Texas, Austin, isn't it? So yeah, if you start from like the border to what, Louisiana, drive like past Houston and stuff, stop in Austin, don't stop in San Antonio or anything, just go to Austin and then carry on to, I mean, you're gonna hit mountains, right? But you'd hit New Mexico, I guess, if you kept going that way. So yeah, Louisiana to New Mexico. Texas. Yeah, I don't know why I typed Texas, but I know how to spell Texas. Right, let's continue playing the game. You drove from Utah to DC. Damn. Probably sounds more impressive in my head. I've always wanted to drive from, like, New York to, I almost just called it Trafalgar. Trafalgar. Let's just call them the Niagara Falls, which is their actual name. Yeah, I wanted to, like, drive from New York up to there and then maybe into Canada. But even that is a stupidly long drive. It cannot pursue thee to the top of that tower. Proceed forward. Geronimo! I'd love to see Niagara Falls. I don't remember what happens here. Doesn't it just hit its head really hard? Is he down there still? There he is. Hello! I think you have to get him to hit this tower. I think. Oh, God! That was just a trick. That was a trick. I didn't fall then. That was just called the tipple tail. We're all good. Hit me. Hit me! There we go. Really nice stone, like, crumbling physics. Don't even know where I am. Don't even know where I am. Oh, but I hear him. I hear the little bugger. 400 kilometers doesn't register in my British brain. I imagine that's quite far. Actually, you could have said I did a 1 kilometer bike trip and I'd be like, damn, that's far on a bike. Any distance on a bike is far to me. I like how you can see like the fur below the ridges of his armor. It's very cool. Where did I even land? You converted it to kilometers to make it easier for me too. I just know everything in miles. We do everything in miles here. Miles, centimeters, millimeters, inches. 250 miles, Jesus! That's like half of England, more than that. I don't actually know what the exact distance from north to south of England is, but it's a long distance, what you just described. Like, when I lived on the south coast, I live in the north, and when I lived on the south coast, that was 300 miles away. How am I going to get back on him? How do I climb back on? Oh, I'm on! I got on. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this guy to, like... I was hoping to maybe jump stab this guy, but... that's not going to work. This guy's going to be a pain in hard mode. How am I going to kill him quick? I'm going to see if I can get him to come over here, and I'm going to try to jump stab him. Oh, God. Great job, Matt. That was beautiful. I commend you for your efforts, but it was actually terrible. And you've just fallen off him again. Well, that's how you get him down easy. You just do stabby stabs. Right, I'm going to get him to try to run into this wall. Yeah, from the very, very north of England, like, say, like, the Scottish border to the very south is probably a very long, long way. Come on, game. Come on, game. There we go. That was a jump stab. And another one. Oh, how did that not count? How did that not count? Oh, my God. That was a good one. Another good jump stab. I think this is going to be the quickest way to kill him, is jump stabs. Right, here we go. Big jump stab. Beautiful. Beautiful. Shield of the Colossus. That was pretty good. I think I could have killed it quicker if I didn't mess around riding on its back for a minute. Well, I live in Yorkshire, which is, it's still south of places like Newcastle, and places like that. So if you went from, I guess, Newcastle has been a northern city in England and all the way down to the south coast, it would be even longer. Because I think it's like an hour's drive from me to Newcastle, if not more. And that's even more north. The north is huge. There's a place called Winterfell here. It's nice, you should visit. Nice man called Stark rules it. The king of my territory is some crazy kid. Don't know much about him. The old queen got pushed down a moon door. You know, you could call it a moon cave if you really wanted to. A giant has fallen into the valley. It acts as a sentry to a destroyed city. In my opinion, this is the hardest Colossus one-on-one. Because it's the final mobile Colossus, because all the rest are moving, but the final boss isn't moving. But this guy just one-on-one can kick your bum real quick. And see, it's already 7 o'clock and we've only beaten 2 Colossi. Beautiful. Every time I do that now with the doves. Every time. How long did that fight take us? It was definitely not quick. Took us 9 minutes. Not bad, actually. It's the travel time that makes these long. And now to the very northeast we go. To the top of the map. I don't know if this is the final shrine either. If it is, we'll get a trophy. If it isn't, I'm going to have to go searching for the shrine I've missed. Because currently I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Wait. God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There could be 16 shrines. Same number as the Colossus. Did I count those ones up there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... 15, yeah, 15. But we'll see. If there is 16 shrines, then we'll see it trigger a trophy when we reach this next area. This is my favourite spot, visually, in the remake. I need to do a comparison between this area in the PS2 version and this version in the PS4 version, because it must be the biggest leap ever. And we were talking about Niagara Falls. There we go. I've seen it. Don't need to go now. I'm always going to reference The Office every single stream. There's a great episode of The Office where they go to Niagara Falls. It's very good. Man, places in America are cool. Did you see mountains before you were 20? 21? Because that's when I first saw mountains. I also didn't see sand until I was 18, 19. But yeah, I saw mountains when I went to Italy, and our hotel was just south of the Alps. So I went up to the roof terrace one morning because we arrived at night, so I didn't know where we were. I just knew we were just outside of Milan, and it was pouring down with rain the night we arrived as well. So we were kind of walking around the Duomo in the center of Milan and just pouring rain. Anyway, we go back to the hotel. It's pitch black, so I go to sleep. Wake up the next morning, go grab some food, and the food is up on the top floor, like on this roof terrace area. So I'm eating some cereal, waiting for other people I'm with to wake up. And I walk out onto this roof terrace area, and my jaw just drops, because the view in front of me is just the Alps, stretching as far as the eye can see. And I'd never seen a mountain before in my entire life. It was crazy. And then, yeah, I saw, when I moved to the south coast of England, I saw sand for the first time, which some people get really confused at, being like, haven't you been to the beach before and stuff? Well, in the north of England, we don't really have sandy beaches. They're kind of like gravel. They're not sand. So, I'd only ever been on the beach, like, twice before I went to Orlando. And I remember going on I think it was a volleyball court, and I was with Americans, like friends of mine, and I was just kicking sand everywhere when I walked because I didn't know how to walk properly on sand. And it was just, they were like, why do you walk like that? I'm like, it's sand. And it's just sand going everywhere. And they're like, you don't walk like that. So yeah, I just didn't understand what sand was all about. Because I'd only ever been on it like twice before America, so, you know, I probably kicked sand everywhere then too. We didn't trigger a oh no, wait. Did we pray? I don't remember if we just prayed or not. Let me go back and do it. I can't remember if we prayed, but let's just do it again. There we go. Any trophy gonna trigger? Any trophy gonna trigger? I'm gonna wait and just see. Because I'm going to Google how many shrines are there. How many shrines are there in Shadow of the Colossus? There are 25 shrines scattered throughout Shadow of the Colossus. I have not even close to that number. I have 16. So I'm missing one, like, right here. It's below... You see this guy in spot 1 at the very top, in the middle of the screen? There's one right below him. I've got those, I've got those. There's also another one down here, and another one down here. Got those. There's one on this peninsula down here. There's one in the middle of here. There's another one directly here, an F as well. And there's another one here. And another one here. I think I have all of the ones in the north, though. Yeah, I have all of the ones in the north. Other than this north-westerly one right here. So, before we fight the final boss, I'll get all the shrines. I'll do that. But we'll fight Mr. 15 first. Because, hey, I don't think the final boss fight's going to take me an hour, and it's only 7 o'clock, but I suppose this fight here could also take me about 12 years, because I'm really bad at this fight. I'm very excited to see what this guy looks like in the remake, though. Did you just see a blue-tail lizard? Or is it just me? I see him. I keep calling him blue-tail, because they look blue in the remake, but they're actually white-tail lizards. Got him. Got him! So yeah, this is number 15. And I have not got a clue what he's going to look like in the remake, but I am excited. So if I have 16, so I have to get another 9 shrines, and 90% of them are in the south, which is where we're heading anyway. Grind Monster Hunter. Where are you going to grind in Monster Hunter? Are you going to do tempered monsters and stuff? Have you got augmenting unlocked yet from tempered monsters? That's the stuff where you can augment your armor and things. It gives you a list of like skill choices you want to implement and augment into your weapon. It's pretty cool. It's similar to some of the systems in some of the older Monster Hunters. I think I can't remember if I'm 42 as Hunter rank or not. I forget. The Bezelgeese, yeah. That's a tough fight. I think I've got to hunt a tempered Kirin at the moment. I think that's my quest I'm at. I just haven't really progressed with the main quests. I've been focusing on like investigations and SOS flares when I'm helping people and stuff. Here we go. One of the top, most aggressive Colossus, in my opinion. They made his fur like super black. I remember it being much more grey. But he looks badass. Look at that. It's like he's got highlights as well in the fur. Yep. This is going to be one hell of a fight. Woo! Here he is, look. Old 15. Because that's his actual name, 15. It's not. It's a cool name, though. I know someone called 11, and she's a badass. If you're called 15, are you also a badass? Whoa. Here we go. Oh yeah, don't waste that on getting it from the melder. No, don't fall out. Don't. Is this not how we get up? I've totally forgotten how we do anything here. I think we have to get him to hit us when we're on here. And then he knocks the ruins down. I remember spending about 30 minutes just trying to figure out what to do with the PS2 version when I replayed it, because I forgot. So I'm trying to get him to hit us right now. I think he's got a spot on one of his arms too. It might be his holdy arm. Right there. Yeah, that's another one of them. And I forget how you get it. I think you have to climb down his arm and stab it or something. But yeah, I forget. But I think they're the only two spots this version has. Oh! How do I get him to hit to make this come crumbling down? I've forgotten. Like, absolutely forgotten. It's gonna be just like the PS2 version where I don't know what to do here. Oh, damn. 12 kills and no gem. That is unlucky. I actually ran out of research points at one point because I was spending so much on the farm. But I've got a good amount again. I think that is what makes him drop his sword. I think that is what drops his sword. When you have to obviously climb there and attack him. Welcome. Welcome. No worries about being late. I don't remember how we got him to do the shaky uppy thing. Because I'm pretty sure I got him to attack. This, and then once he attacked us... I'm pretty sure he attacked us and it made another slab fall down. Come on. Come on. Do something. Find much higher ground. Thanks for the advice, Dormin. I can't climb any higher. Look, I can't climb any higher. Will you please just attack me? Please attack me, you dumb... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep. Oh, God. Thank you. He heard me. He definitely heard me that time. Whew. Oh, God. Yep. Oh, God. Nearly pushed me back in another hole. Right, let's climb up here. There he is. Old 15. Old 15. Hey, 15. Can you turn around a little bit? I'm always here to keep people company. Unless I'm asleep. If I'm asleep, then I'm not very fun to be kept keeping company of people. Unless you like snoring. Probably a lot of snoring could happen. Oh god. Oh god. Did I make it back onto the area that didn't just collapse? No, is the answer to that. That's a firm no. Jesus, his reach. Is that how Sheldon sleeps? I think Chewie has copied my sleeping style too, because he sleeps the same way. Yeah, Chewie sleeps on his back, with his legs in the air. Paws dangling freely. I do think he's copied me. He's like, oh, that's how that weirdo sleeps. I'll sleep like that too. Alright, up we go. I knew this fight was going to be a long one. Second to last Colossus and everything. And then we'll do shrine hunting before we do the final one. He's so about to attack. He is super about to attack. Think we're safe here? Yeah. Well, we have both of the points of the bridge is now broken in case we fall off again. We now have these spots ready to go. Geronimo! We're on. We are on. And he is a very, very vicious thrower around of his head. Yep. Like, he does not give up, look, as you can see. Oh, close. Close. That was a good stab. That was a good stab. A lot of health then. Close, close. There's another good stab. There's another one. He has a second weak point, so this one must be almost gone. And I'm not looking forward to trying to get to his second weak point, because it's on his hand. I think that's this one gone. No, still needs another couple of hits, I think. That's gone, it's glowed. Okay. Find its hidden vitals. Yeah, thanks, Dormin. So it's his other hand I want, this side. Oh, Jesus. His fare is quite thick. So I'm going to try to just get some stamina back while he's not kicking me around like crazy. Okay. Okay, I need as much stamina as I can for this move, so I'm trying to get all of it back. Yeah, I did see the guy who got flipped in there. That was with Colossus 4. I've seen so many edits of it too. There's one of the meme, where it's the traveling through space meme, because he does go flying up so high. And his laugh is pretty infectious in the original as well. What is that meme called? I forget what even the song was now. But I actually quite like the song, weirdly enough. I don't think it's as annoying as a lot of other meme songs. Like, I think it's way more listenable than, like, some of the very popular memes which have just penetrated the internet psyche. Alright, we're trying to make it to this spot to make him drop his sword. But then I don't remember how we get in his hand. Oh, right, okay. Well, now he's holding his hand. Now what? Can we make him do that again? There's no way I can drop down to his hand without being killed. Man, I can't move when he's moving. It just drops me, and he's moving so much that my stamina is running out so quickly. Yeah, we're gonna fall before my stamina is up. No, we got it. We got it. Whew. Okay, we're good. We've got stamina back. You see how big our stamina bar is now as well? So all those white-tailed lizards, it's not. You get a lot from killing a Colossus. But those white-tailed lizards probably helped with, like, a pixel of that. That stamina bar. See, I'm not sure how we're going to get his hand to do what I want his hand to do. I may try jumping directly for the hand and just risking it. Like this. Here we go. That was a terrible jump, Matt. So yeah, it's in this hand right here. Right there. But I have no idea how we can get him to pick us up. That fluffy bit right there. And the palm of his hand is where we're trying to get. I don't know how to get there. Was that lag? I don't think so. I haven't seen any lag. Let me check my OBS as well. Oh, I did drop some frames at some point, so possibly. Yeah. Don't know when, but I dropped a few frames. Which is the stream, not the game. Maybe you're supposed to climb down his hand? I'm just looking at, like, the different pieces of armor. Maybe we're supposed to, like, come down his arm, drop from there to here, drop to there, and then shimmy around that, and then down to the hand. Could work, right? I was stuck at this guy when I played it on PS2 as well. I always just forget this guy's mechanics. We got one of the spots. I just always forget how to get to his hand. And annoyingly, hard mode's going to be even more difficult for this guy because he'll have an additional spot. Run! No! Don't fall over! Don't fall over! Don't even know where I am. Okay, there we go. So yeah, could we go down the arm? Stop shaking me about like a ragdoll. I'll try stabbing. I mean, this is the annoying thing, is like when he moves, I can't move at all. I'm stuck. The only way I can move is if I let go and just drop down like this. So I'll try doing another stab here. Oh good, we just fell off again. I don't know, this fight is a little bit annoying. Come on. I don't know how I can fall over from that. I'm miles away from it, but okay. I'm just gonna wait for him here and just see if he does anything. Trying to remember what I did in the original. I actually think I don't need to climb on him again. I think if I remember, I've done everything I need to do on him now. I just need him to fist me. I might be wrong. This could just be a waste of time. I think. Maybe he only stomps on you though. Yeah, I need him to fist me. Is he stomping or is he fisting? Okay, he fisted. He fisted. He. I didn't grab on. Nope. Nope. Well, we know he does that move now. Oh god. Grab on! This is a terrible place to be, Matt. Drop to the hand. Okay. Good. Good. Change to sword. We need the sword out. There we go. One more stab. One more stab. There we go. Okay. I was right that you needed him to ground pound on the floor. That's what I was trying to do when I first fell off him. But he was only stomping, so... Well, there was about 15 minutes of wasted time there. But hey, we're good. So we're now going to go shrine hunting to find the last 9 shrines I haven't got. And then we'll do the final boss. One of the shrines is up in the north. Let me get the map up on my phone. Oh, I still got it up. Northwest, up in... It's D2. And then everywhere else is from the south. That's a creepy voice you can hear right now. Could you hear that? It was like a young girl's voice talking, like going meow 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 meow. Oh, you did it. Yes, I did it. I finished. That's the second to last Colossus. And now we're going on a journey to find the rest of the shrines. Thy last foe is finally the last Colossus. The ritual is nearly over. Thy wish is nearly granted. Okay. And look, there are 15 doves now around the shrine. And I rode one into a pillar. Beautiful. So we're going to go up to here first, grab that spot, and then we're going to ride down here through this section, up here, grab the two here, ride back down here, and grab the last few down here. And then head for the final boss. So, one final look at the Forgotten Lands, because in the next two Colossus streams I do, they're all going to be time trials, which means we'll be instantly teleported to the Colossi to fight them right at the start of the fight, so there'll be no more adventuring around this beautiful world after tonight. So this is my farewell trip. Kind of like David Tennant when he left Doctor Who and he did that extremely long 20-minute thing where he went and visited all his old companions and stuff. So this is me doing that. This is my farewell tour to this game's world. Is there any shortcut I can take? Yes. So what else was I talking about? I talked about the Han Solo trailer. Talked about the Venom trailer, which came out. Oh, the Deadpool trailer came out for Deadpool 2, obviously. I was like, what am I talking about? Deadpool 2. And that looks pretty good. I liked the joke about the CG not being done at the beginning. You see the green screen arm. I thought that was pretty good. Deadpool is one of those superhero movies I'll just never share with like family or anything like that, though. It's like just a personal, funny Deadpool. Like, I don't, you know... Like, I'll watch Thor or Avengers or Iron Man or Spider-Man with my parents. But Deadpool, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Don't need to see that anal penetration scene in Deadpool with my parents. Although it's a very funny scene to see, I can't remember her last name. She was in Firefly. Peg. Ryan Reynolds. It is a fairly funny scene. But not with my parents around. Don't want to do that. So there is a shrine around here that I missed. It's the only one in the north that I ended up missing. Everything else is in the south. Okay, let's see. It's supposedly just up here. So I'm not sure how I missed it, but I did. Oh, I think I turned straight left here and never went right. But supposedly, it is right over here. I see it. I see it. I see it. How scary would it be if just a giant Colossus came and attacked me now? I'd probably scream and pee my pants. As the one thing they could have done with this game is subvert the audience's knowledge of the game. Like, even in the original, like, they could have really made you so comfortable with the world and so secure in the fact that you know you never get attacked while you're riding around it, that they could have totally pulled the rug out from under you and just been like, yep, we're going to attack you mid-riding to a Colossus. How many are left? How many Colossi are left? 1. How many shrines have I got to go find? Save shrines? I've got to find 9. And I know where they all are. I've got a map. Although I know I probably don't need to even open the map again. I've seen it. So it's etched in my brain. So there are now 8 I have left to find, and they're all in the south, which is where the final Colossi is. So we could ride directly southwest from here, go back through the sand cave, and come through here. I think there are 8 I'm missing. Let me just quickly check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only count 7 that I'm missing. But that would only take the number... Thanks for watching, Demon, if you don't manage to get back. But hopefully you do to see the final Colossus, because it's... I'm very excited to see what the rain looks like and all the cool effects in that area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, okay. It's only 7 I need. Yeah, it's only 7. Only 7. I got it. I know where they all are. It's just I was getting confused by the one at the Shrine of Worship. So we are good, because I've already got that one. I was just not counting it, because I forget that that counts as one. So if we... Yeah, if we go this way, we can head back through the Sand Snake's place, right? Or is this just a block wall? No, this is staircase. Staircase. Yeah. And then, jeez. We will just continue south from there, go around, explore the land a little bit, find maybe some final fruit trees, and we'll be done. Yeah, we just gotta hug this wall over here. The farewell tour of the Forbidden Lands. Have I talked about the Avengers trailer? Talked about Han Solo, talked about Venom, talked about Deadpool 2. The Avengers trailers was good. They didn't spoil a lot, which I'm very happy about. I don't really know what the outcome of that movie is even going to be. I don't know how they're even going to wrap things up. I think it's a little bit crazy. The new trailer, yeah, the one that came out from the Super Bowl. Most of these things I'm talking about came out the last couple of days. I just forgot to talk about them. A lot of people saying that Iron Man's armor looks a little bit in it. I think, yeah, it's the Bleeding Edge armor from the comics. Kind of looks just like it, in my opinion. And it forms around him in the exact same way as the Bleeding Edge armor from the comics. But maybe that's just me being an Iron Man nerd. I don't know. Also, there's a moment with Iron Man and Doctor Strange in the same shot, which is really cool for me. Is they're 2 of my favorite comic book characters. Some people are saying that they're teaming up in that shot. It looks like they're both fighting the same thing, but it doesn't look like they're setting up a team-up shot. It looks like Doctor Strange is doing his shield incantation, and then Iron Man just flies past. It doesn't look like they're necessarily working together on a move. It looks like they're just fighting the same common enemy. You're excited to see Black Panther? Yeah, I'm only a few days away from me now. Going to see it on Tuesday night. Which will be good. It's the only showing that day, weirdly. I don't know if I'm going to an early showing or something. It's weird. There's literally 2 showings on Tuesday and Wednesday, and that's it. Wait, woo, wee, woo, wee. Wee, 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 wee. I just heard a chime. Did we just go past a relic? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? I heard like a very noticeable chime. Maybe not. Maybe it's like above me? No. Definitely heard it that time. Definitely heard it. You hear that? It's coming out of the PS4 controller. These are the hidden collectibles they added in the PS4 version, called relics. And there must be one on the top of this block. I don't see it though. Oh, it's like in the block, in the rock. See that? How am I meant to get that? I guess you've got to make the Colossus hit it. And then you can pick it up. Weird. Definitely a hidden collectible in that rock. Hopefully the people who are hunting for those have found that one. But yeah, Black Panther looks incredible, getting really good reviews. And I'm very excited to see what they kind of do with that character. They've done a lot with him in the comics, but I'm not sure which way they're going to go with him in the movies. Like, I don't know if we're going to see some of the more mystical elements of that character. Like, I'm not going to spoil things because I've read some comics with him in it back in the day. And I don't know if they'll touch on even his origin story or how he gets to be the Black Panther. Obviously, he just takes the mantle up very quickly in Civil War in the cinematic universe, so it'll be very cool to see what they do with him. And other than that, the villain looks really cool. I'm very excited to see what they do with Martin Freeman and Ulysses Klaue, who are both in the movie, played by Martin Freeman and Ulysses Klaue and why am I blanking on his name? Gollum. Ulysses Klaue is played by Gollum. Martin Freeman is Everett Ross. Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis. There's my brain working. So they're both in the movie, but then the cast is all like these new characters they're adding to the MCU, which I'm so excited about. Like Black Panther's sister Shuri. She looks incredible. Very, very excited about what they do with Black Panther. And I'm really excited to see where they take the MCU, because this movie could really be the movie that drives the next phase forward in a different way. I don't know where I'm going either, by the way. I think I'm going this way? I think I'm going to go down here first. Have we had a look at Corrupted Wanda yet? I don't think the corruption is very much in the remake. Oh, you can kind of see it. Yeah, so if you look at his neck, and his face is kind of like pretty messed up. His neck's got most of the stuff going on. And his face kind of looks dirty with some darker veins going on. And if you look at his wrist as well. I don't know if I can zoom in more like this. So there's his wrist. See, it looks pretty corrupted. And then the face, really close up. That's Corrupted Wanda. Not as crazy corruption as the PS2 version. It's a little bit more subtle in this version, but it's still there. I would have liked to see more corruption, but it's fine. It's still there. It still exists. Yeah, it's different to how he looked at the beginning, for sure. He's not clean-skinned and fresh-looking. He's very worn. There's meant to be another shrine here, so I'm just being very wary about where I'm going. It reminds you of Fable. Well, I'm going to be playing Fable pretty soon on the streams. This is an interesting path. I don't know if I've ever been this way before. Like, there's just an area here that has... Like, that's the continuing path that way. But there's just this huge space here. I guess there's probably things hidden here. We still don't know what collecting all the collectibles do yet. How long do you expect the stream to last? What, this stream right now? Like another 40 minutes maybe? The last fight could take me anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. Purely because I suck at it and I'll probably fall off a lot. And then there's the very end of the game, obviously. And then this is the last of the story gameplay I'll be doing. And then the next 2 days are going to be... the next 2 days will be... time trials, which will be good. Good fun. Yeah, if you go now, by the time you get back, I may just be starting the fight. Is there another shrine near here? I've got to be careful while moving around here, because the game's... This map is telling me there's a shrine around here, but I don't know where it is. I don't think I see any fruit in this tree either. Have I already been here? Oh no, there's bananas. No, they're not bananas. But whatever these are, they look like bananas for a second. And no, I don't actually say bananas like that. I say it like that. Just thought I'd say it in a weird way. There's another bit of fruit. And I think that's all I see. Yeah, that shrine I'm looking at across the way is definitely the one I've already got. So where is the shrine that's meant to be here? Let me quickly look at the map again and compare it to this where I'm stood. Oh, okay. It's on the beach. It's on the beach. I know where that is. The beach. The beach. I wonder what the beach looks like in this game, actually. Oh, it's not on the beach. It's right here. It's right in front of me. I'm so blind. The beach is down here, though. You can go down there. The beach. Look at it. It's beautiful. Often called ICO Beach, because it looks a lot like the beach from the end of ICO. Which is the game that came after this game, but is technically a sequel to this game. It's ICO. Because you play as a horned boy. Spoilers for the ending of this game. Right, let's see if we can find the white-tailed lizard here. I don't want to spend too much time on these shrines because it's already an hour and a half into the stream. I feel like I'm just teasing everyone who wants to just see the end of the game now. But this is the slight completionist in me. I'd rather get all the shrines here and now. For the trophy. While I have the chance, and then I don't have to even think about the shrines again in my next playthroughs. Because I've already got so many on this playthrough. I really don't know where this lizard is, by the way. He has eluded me. I don't see him at all. I don't see any movement, actually. Anyone else see him? Oh, I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna fall. I don't see him. We're gonna save. And then we are gonna have one last look. And if I don't see him, I don't see him. It's gonna be it. I'm not wasting so much time just looking for one white-tailed lizard. For all I know, there could be not one even here. I thought I saw something there. Nope, I don't see him. Alright, we're done. We're leaving. We're leaving.
Aggro.
Did you see the lizard aggro? 'Cause I didn't. One last look at Ica Beach. That's the first lizard to ever elude my arrows. So now we're going to cross here and head down to this south peninsular area. We haven't come across Stonehenge yet either, unless I've passed it without realizing. Oh, we can get a good look at the beach from here too. There it is. Bye-bye, bridge. Bridge? Bye-bye, beach, not bridge. And this away. Yeah, we gotta skip the big piece of land here first, and then we need to go back in. But this has been a really fun playthrough again. I know it's going to be a long stream today. Probably it's going to be near 8:30, I think, when I finish, because I'm very worried about the last fight. I think in the long, it's going to be a long fight. It's not going to be easy. It's never been easy. Because Malice is a pretty difficult Colossus to fight. And I'm not going to try to rush it. Because I tried to rush it a little bit on my PS2 playthrough. And I fell like 15 times maybe? It was a lot. So yeah, we have to go through the desert. You get a real sense when you're riding around like this. You get a real sense of just how expansive the world is. Also, I'm saying this now so that hopefully I'll remember to do it. I'm going to go back to my previous two parts and this part, and I'm going to add time codes to the YouTube archive so that the top comment will just be my pinned comment saying Colossus 1, Colossus 2, Colossus 3, and that people can just quickly jump to the different, like, chapters, I suppose. I feel like this is an area you don't see very much. But it's really nice looking. And you can see there's so many areas of this game that I feel like just were underused or underutilized because I guess they built this world before realizing that they was going to cut so many Colossus out. Obviously I'm talking about the PS2 version. Where is the shrine? How have I forgotten where it is? Is it in the next area down? No, it's around here somewhere. I love this area. You never come here like in the main game. There's no reason ever to. Oh, there's the shrine. We can see it. Hi, shrine. I mean, they paid attention to stuff like that, which to me is just... it's crazy. Clearly the developers who worked on this game not only, you know, enjoyed it, but they were... at least a section of them were fans of the original. Because they crafted such a beautiful recreation of the world that we played all those years ago. I look forward to seeing some of the bigger Shadow of the Colossus YouTubers get their hands on this game and hear their opinions and what they find and what they discover and what they talk about. Is it the next? Where's this shrine? There it is. These shrines are really out of the way. I remember getting them all on the PS2 version a long... maybe it was the PS3 version, but it was a very long time ago. I got all these shrines. Anyone see the lizard on this one? Nope, we just glitched through the ground. And nearly run off a cliff. It's weird how I've had no trouble finding the lizards on all of the other shrines. Then I come out shrine hunting for these last few shrines I needed. Oh good, I fell off. For the trophy. And, you know, they're not even there. I definitely heard him. That had to be the lizard. Where is he at? He was like a meow noise. There he is! Maybe these ones hide higher up. I don't know where he went. Old lizard friend, I see you. No, come back! Come back! Where did he go? Where did he go? No! Seconds from seeing him. Please stand still. Thank you. The lizard did clip straight through the tower and just ran away from me. It is afraid of my bow. Okay, so that's that one. So there's 2 in the center and then 1 over there. I think then that's everything. We're still shrine hunting. You didn't miss anything. Almost there. I think there's 3 shrines right near the last Colossus. So there's at least 2 very close to it, and then 1 off to the side of it. Let me just check my map again. Yeah, there's 2 on this coast, and then 2 in the very middle. So we'll grab 1 in the middle, and then come back for the last Colossus. And then that'll be it. Like I said, I still think there's another 30, maybe 35 minutes of the stream left. Because the ending's quite long too. And I don't think Malice is going to give us an easy ride. That's going to be a very, very long fight, I think. Let's get a bit of fruit. Where did that other piece of fruit fall? There it is. I was stood right at it. Yeah, it seems like there's at least one more bit of fruit right there. Okay. Let's go, aggro. 2 more, well, 4 more shrines left. But really, 2 more. Because one's kind of in our way anyway. So, we need to head this way? Yeah, this way. I like... Have you noticed they don't do the crazy zoom effect on the map anymore like the PS2 version? It was a thing I felt like when I streamed the PS2 version, everyone was talking about it. How it has that crazy motion blur zoom in effect. And there are the dueling peaks once again, where Malice resides. And we can see one more shrine over there, and there's a shrine. Is it in Malice's area? I always forget. Come on. There we go. So there's technically 23 shrines plus Shrine of Worship plus Malice Shrine, right? So 25 in total. Right. Do we see the lizard? The blue one, not the little black one on the floor. And again, they're meant to be black and white lizards, but they're... Ah! It looks so blue in this game. No! I missed the shot! You come here. You stay there. We got him. You have a candle lit. So either you're going to fall asleep and it's going to burn the whole of London down. Oh, that's an optimistic view. Or you're going to fall asleep and just wake up tomorrow to find out your candle has run out. And you can see the light is shining through the hole. That's where we're heading. Just 2 shrines to go grab over here. Oh, this is Stonehenge. This is Stonehenge. We finally come across it. Some of the rumored stuff from the PS2 version is this is the sort of area where you were meant to fight one of the smaller Colossi, and you were meant to get like its head stuck in here and stuff. It's cool that this is still here. This area is nice, but we've done like a grand tour of like all of the Forgotten Lands, and it's a shame that some of the areas weren't more utilized. There was going to be a lot more originally. Like 16 ended up being the smaller number. There was originally going to be something like 20 or something, I think. And there was going to be like a phoenix and some weird spider thing. All from the art book. They all looked very cool. And a lot of people thought that when they were releasing this remake, they might put some of those back in it, but they didn't. But that's what a lot of people are speculating, that collecting all those gold relics will unlock is a 17th Colossus fight. I don't think so. I think it'll be a skin or some other small addition to the game. Maybe even a cutscene I could see happening. God damn it, he's going to move again in a second. There he goes, there he goes. He just fell off the wall again. Alright, well, we're never going to get that lizard now. Where are you moving to, lizard? I definitely didn't get you. Did I get it? I didn't hit it, though. I think in some of the original documents there was going to be 26 Colossus or 24 Colossus, and then they cut that down to 20 and then eventually 16, something like that. But the world could definitely house somewhere near a 20 Colossi. Quite easily, because there's some areas that are just so unused. Well, the beginning of ICO, which is the game that came out before this game, before the original on PS2, ICO has you starting the game as like a 10-year-old boy, but with horns, and you're getting put in prison. And obviously this game ends with a young boy with horns being born. Spoilers for the ending of this game. I say spoilers after I've said it. And then The Last Guardian, which is the game that came out after this one on PS3. PS4? PS4 it came out on. It was meant to be PS3 originally. Is about another kind of like closed off civilization. Where these I think they're horned boys, I always forget, are taken to this land to be eaten by the gods. Kind of. I kind of forget the story of The Last Guardian. I want to stream it at some point. The grass here is really nice. Like, look how like lush it is. Oh, Agra's going for a drink. You can have a drink, girl. You have a nice little drink. Oh, you stay, have a drink. I'm gonna get some more fruit. So there should only be one more shrine I have to get out here in the world now. I'm just so hungry. Gotta eat all the fruit. My health bar along the bottom of the screen is insanely long as well. Like, it was so short when the game started. It was just this tiny little red block. And if people don't know, fruit increases health and the white-tailed lizards increases stamina. But very little for the stamina. The fruit increases the... You can see the fruit increase the health, but the stamina increase is very small when you get a white-tailed lizard. Right, let's go. Final shrine out in the world. And then we will face the final Colossus. You can see the final shrine right there. Directly ahead. But there's so much extra space. Like, even this is extra space. And you can see that none of this was ever used. You don't even have to ever go here. It's all optional. And look, there are areas over there. Areas over there. None of it's used. And if you look on the map, there's just huge areas that aren't used. And if you look in the beta... Or well, you can actually hack the files on the PS2 version and see a bunch of other stuff. One of the things is, which is really cool, is there's a dam, like a giant dam that they were going to add into the game. There's also a bunch of other like smaller areas. There's this kind of like canyon area that's off to the side. They're all still in the game files, but they're not like attached and visible. You kind of have to use the parachute to get into them and glitch in and hack in and all these other things. But it's super cool. You're gonna buy a new phone. What do you have your eye on phone-wise? Like, what intrigues you? I'm not the biggest fan of the iPhone 10 or the iPhone X. iPhone 8 is okay. The newest Galaxies are pretty nice. I love the curved edges on the Galaxies. If I wasn't such an Apple fanboy, I probably would get a Galaxy because they're so nice. But I mean, the thing is about, I think there's going to be another iPhone this year that will improve on the 10's design. Damn it, it moved. I'm waiting on the new design from Apple before I buy their new crazy full screen display phone, because I don't really like the notch at the top. And the main thing is, this may be just a very me problem, but to do everything on my phone, I use the fingerprint scanner, and I don't like the idea of a retina scanner, which is what the iPhone X, iPhone 10 has. So, for me, the lack of fingerprint scanner kind of killed it instantly because I really like the fingerprint scanner. But I suppose if it doesn't bother you, then, you know. It's a nice phone. I've held one, I've used one. You can probably get used to the notch at the top of the screen pretty quick. There's almost no real estate on the front of the phone other than screen, which is really nice. It's just not for me, I guess. Until they either get rid of that notch or add under-screen fingerprint scanning in. But who's gonna see your... This is the thing, like, who's gonna see your phone? Like, it doesn't matter what phone you have, as long as it works, in my opinion. That's why I've still got my 7 Plus. Like, I don't need to upgrade from my 7 Plus. It's fine. There was another fruit I knocked down. I don't know where it went. My battery is perfect. Like, I've got it set right next to me right now. It's at 83%, and I took that off charge this morning. And I use it, like, all day for messaging and browsing the web and watching YouTube videos and stuff. And I've had this, what, it's 3 years old, that phone, this year? My phone. Right, so just one shrine left to get, and I think it's beyond the Malice Gate. Let me just check. You can tell I'm not paying attention to the game right now. Where are we? Jesus. Yeah, it says there's one in the Malice Arena, but I don't know how... I don't remember there being a shrine in the Malice Arena. How do I get... I don't want to be up here, game. Let me down. I don't think the battery life's any better on the new iPhones, in my opinion. Like the OnePlus... Is the OnePlus 5 has a really good battery life? And the Galaxies have got pretty good battery life. I don't think any phone holds 24 hours of battery life if you're using it. I think the most is like 13 hours or something like that. Like if you're and that's constant use, I mean. Like, I would love a phone that you could constantly use for 24 hours without charging it. Like, if I was watching a video every minute of those 24 hours, I think it would run out very quickly if you were doing a lot on it. I mean, if you're using a lot, I don't know if any phone will last from 7 AM till midnight. I don't think there's any phone that... If you're using it a lot, I mean. If you're just casually using it throughout the day, I'm assuming the 8, the X, the Samsung Galaxy, any phone right now will do fine. Because they've got better batteries in them than the 7 has. It'll be a newer version of it. And here we go. Ooh, I'm scared to do it. I'm scared to do it. Oh, goodbye, beautiful world. Goodbye. And into the final area we go. I think the shrine is just up ahead. The very last shrine. Here it is. Here it is. Now where is this lizard-brained little bugger? It's dark here, so I should be able to see it. That should trigger the trophy. If this doesn't trigger the trophy, I'm going to be upset. Don't see it up there. Do you know what? I don't think I've prayed at the one outside of the Shrine of Worship. I don't think I've prayed at the one on the outside of the Shrine of Worship in this playthrough. There's no quick way back there. Well, this is annoying. What's the quickest way back? Straight forward? Right. Straight forward. Let's go. It's already 8:05. We'll do it. Just have to ride up the grass. I get to see the world again! Yay! I could just ride around this world forever. I know it's not as enjoyable as the thing to watch on stream, just me riding a horse around. But I feel like, because I've played this game so many times, and I love what they've done with how the world looks, that playing it okay and like over and over and over again, for me, it's like going home in a weird way. Like playing, just exploring this was so much fun. I don't know why you didn't like Ratchet and Clank. What have you got against platformers? Ratchet and Clank was great. I'm really upset what happened with that. How the save just bugged out. And I couldn't progress. Maybe because I was streaming Ratchet and Clank for so long. That was like a very, very long series. Like, lasted months. While something like this is only going to happen for a week. And then we're moving on to new series after this. It's my worry about doing Dead Space 2 right after Dead Space as well. Or like Fable 2 right after Fable 1. Maybe I do need to put another game in there before I do that. All I needed to do at some point in this game was pray outside of the Shrine of Worship, and I never did it. So it's made us do, and now we're going to be at 3-minute detour by the time we get there. And then 3 minutes back. I also love what they did with the Shrine of Worship. You can get a really good view of it here. I'm looking forward to climbing that when I have enough stamina in my personal playthrough. Because there's secret gardens up there. And if you eat any of the fruit in the garden, it poisons you and takes stamina and health away. It's very cool. But I mean, then there are streamers who stream only one game every single day for years. So I'm not sure why I need to split them up, but I agree with you that I feel like maybe I'd need to put another game in there. Right, that should be it. That should be all 25 shrines. Hear me, game? That should be all 25 shrines. Show me the trophy. Show me the trophy. Where is the trophy? I have all the shrines. Oh god. Right, I'm just checking. I'm double checking the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh my god, I'm missing one. Holy sh... You will never guess this one. Guess what I did? Guess what I did. You won't even guess. You won't even be able to guess what I did. I went to a shrine and then forgot to even get it. I counted them. There's 24 on the map. Count quicker, I say, shaking my head. So it was the one through the sandworm, sand snake. They're from Game of Thrones. The sand snake's little cave area. I went through, and there's 2 shrines through there, and I forgot to pray at one of them. Like the numpty I am. We're almost there, halfway there. Numpty. Right numpty I am. Now what can I talk about on this long trek I've got to make right now? I heard Annihilation's getting pretty good pre-reviews. Annihilation's being released in cinemas in the US, but then 2 weeks later it's just getting a Netflix release over here. It's Natalie Portman, Oscar Isaac, made by the same guy that did Ex Machina, which is a great film. And this is a adaptation of a book about this zone that does some pretty weird shit to your head. Causes people to experience different types of psychosis. And it's the book's really good. I read it a couple of years ago, I think. I think when I first heard the movie was being made, I read it. And yeah, it's so Paramount are just gonna plump it on Netflix next month sometime. And supposedly it's because the director is refusing to change the ending, so it's supposedly they're bitter about it, but that's all just hearsay. But if I can understand in test viewings if the ending has tested poorly, if the ending is anything like the book's ending, because it's what I would describe as intelligent sci-fi, so it's not something you're going to sit down with some popcorn and enjoy in the same way as, I don't know, Star Wars, let's say. This is more about, you know, figuring out what's going on, understanding the mental issues and the mental strain on these people being in the zone, and also being hunted by these different creatures that have evolved in this zone rapidly. So it's a very interesting story that I think will be pretty well adapted to movies, but the ending itself is very ambiguous and very non-conclusive, so I'm assuming Paramount probably wanted a much more definitive ending, and the director was just like, meh. We're also getting Mute, I think, on Netflix, which I'm pretty excited about. So that's Duncan Jones's new movie, and he did Moon. I really liked Moon. I quite liked Warcraft too. Which was okay. He did Warcraft too. This is the shrine I forgot to pray at, by the way. Ready for the trophy? Here we go. Trophy? Trophy! Trophy needs to happen right now. Lizard! Lizard! Get off the damn horse. We got it! Seeking salvation. That's the trophy. Come! You little lizard whippersnapper. Got it. That's it. We got the trophy. Seeking salvation. Silver trophy. All the shrines are on the map. All 25. You got to count the very middle of the map as the 25th. But there they all are. And there are all 15 of the Colossus I've beaten so far. Let's go on one final journey. Back to Malice's arena. and finish the game. This is a long stream. Yeah, I clicked off. You don't look. Okay, across the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. If you count the middle one. See? You gotta count quick. One is slightly hidden by one of the faces too. And if you should have just pressed print screen and then opened and pasted it in Paint or Mac's equivalent of doing that. Actually, you can just screenshot on Mac, and it'll save a screenshot to your desktop. I used to do it all the time to send clients screenshots from rendered movies. Actually, a lot of the time I just grab it from Premiere, but if I was doing like an animation, I would usually do it that way. But yeah, there's 24 shrine symbols, I think, and the 25th is the central shrine. So that has been an hour-long diversion. But we have finally got all of the shrines. We've got good health, we've got good stamina, and we are now heading to the final Colossus arena, which is just this way. I doubt I'll be finished by past. You're the one who keeps asking for longer streams and telling me you should do longer streams. Look at this. This is a longer stream. Steer that way. There we go. Where are we going? We're going this way. Oh, you're aware of the cutscene that's coming up, yeah. Yeah. Well, we just gotta ride across the desert and we'll be back at Malice's arena again. We've done 2 loops of the entire map today. I'm excited to see what it looks like in these graphics. How morbid of a thing is that to say? You can see dueling peaks right there. That's what we've come to name them. Dead ahead. If you come back in if you come back in 2 minutes, it will still be happening. Because it's going to take me at least 2 minutes to get there. So if you watch until I get to the bridge where you know it's going to happen, then close your eyes. It only lasts 30 seconds, the cutscene. But it happens a little ways into Malice's arena as well. It's not straight away. It's, I've got to go past the shrine, climb a section, climb another section, and then we get there. Actually, how do I get down from here? Oh, I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, it's not here yet. It's a little bit further. I mean, I can say when it's gonna happen. But it's, yeah, I've got to go through Malice's arena a little bit and then up and around. It's still another minute or 2 away. I'll just let you know when it'll happen. I don't think I can stop right before the bridge, but if I can, I will tell you. So we finally come all the way around. The long way around, some might say. And this is now finally going to be us entering the 16th Colossus' arena and doing battle with the most devastating of the aggressive Colossi in the game. But we'll talk a little bit more about that when we see him. Oh, did you hear that? That was crazy. We got another one of the gold chime things. It might happen again. What, did you hear that? Is it back here or something? There it is. It's one of the relics. So my map now will say 2. And there are 79 of those. Luckily there's no trophies attached to collecting all of them. We still don't know what they do. At the time of me recording this, the person with the most is 75. Just in case I die, I'm going to go pray at this shrine. But yeah, those relics weren't in the original PS2 game or the PS3 re-release of that original. They've been added just for this remake. Alright, now we've saved here. If we die at Malice, this is where we will spawn again. Actually, I don't think that's correct either. I think they've added auto-save points before each of the Colossi now. But anyway, let's go. You can close the stream. You can close the stream. Close the stream now. Come back in 30 seconds from now. From you hearing me saying this, come back in 30 seconds. Actually, aggro's going. Okay, yeah, now come back in 30 seconds. I mean, it's a 30-second cutscene, but okay. Quite possibly one of the saddest moments of my young video game playing age. When the rain starts and the colours shift to blue. And we climb to Malice's resting point. The 16th and final Colossus. This almost looks exactly how I remember it, which is strange. I think I've got so used to the remake at this point that I've forgotten what the original even looked like. But this will be a fun area to do the comparison of. I might start doing an edit of the comparison I want to do after the stream, because, or maybe I'll do that tomorrow daytime actually, because I want to do some comparison videos, or maybe just one big comparison video that compares my PS2 footage to this footage. And obviously I'll have all the footage I need after today's stream. But this area to me looks very similar. Good walking. Great. Brilliant. Wanda, you're doing a great job. 10 out of 10. This area looks very similar to me in my memory of it. Maybe less rain right now, but you can kind of see the rain because we're under an overhang. But you can kind of see the rain coming down out there. Only very slightly, though. Deep breaths. That lightning is bright. Yeah, aggro's fine. Don't worry about it. You didn't see anything. You don't know anything. Aggro's perfectly fine. I just left him down below. Her down below. Holy shit. Well, I'm scared. I mean, I've played this like a billion times and I'm scared. The rain is insane. Yeah, look how good the rain looks. Weather in video games always gets me. Like, when they do it right. Okay. I'm gonna hide behind this pillar. Where do I make my runs to? Not there. Not there. Stand up. Wanda, stand up. The giant bloody Colossus shooting us with a homing beacon of, yeah, oh, great. Uh-huh. Yep. That went really well. It went so well. Maybe I go that side? I go this side. Oh, my health is beautiful. Look at that. Half health almost. So, this area reminds me a lot of stories from the trenches from World War II, even World War I. Because it's this battlefield where you're being constantly berated and hounded by your enemy, and he won't stop attacking you. And you're just stuck to run between these deep trenches and barricades. And I wonder if it's intentional because it feels like it. Holy shit, does the rain look good though. You think this is going to take me a few attempts? No, this won't take me a few attempts. I'll be done before 9. Famous last words. It's 12 o'clock and I still haven't finished it. Yeah, that sounds like it might happen. Here we go. Last climb. And there he is. Malice. You gonna shoot me again? Okay, run. Oh! Wow! Well, that looked incredible, but it also looked stupidly painful. You know how I said final climb? Yeah, not really final climb anymore, is it? Stop firing bolts of superheated energy at me. Oh! Oh! Wanda, get up! Wanda, get up! Get up, Wanda. Oh my god, this looks incredible in the remake. Oh my god. And here we are. Under his feet. And the climb now begins. Do I remember all the little things? No. Who lights all the little fires? They were lit millennia ago and they've perpetually stayed lit. They're like trick candles. When you blow them out, they come back again. I don't know. Game. It's video games. Who knows? I think by far the most impressive thing for me here is the... What is going with Wanda? Is the rain? And how it feels like all of this metal I'm climbing is just dripping with water. What do I even do here? Oh, I go over this way. I remember. I mean, he's always kind of worn a dress. It's meant to be kind of like a... He's meant to be like the most aggressive Colossus, so whoever was here originally placed this kind of like fortification around him so he could never move. And it does look a lot like a dress. You are correct. Here we go. First spot. How many times am I gonna fall? Well, your guess is as good as mine. I forget what I'm supposed to do here. No, I actually forget what I'm supposed to do here. I legitimately... Do I climb up his arm? I think I climb up his arm, don't I? Yeah, no, I got it. I got it. My stamina's low, but I figured it out. I remember. If Wanda wants to climb... No, you don't stab the hand yet. The stabbing of the hand is the next point, I think. I think we do this first. Yeah, we do this first. The stabbing is the next bit. You gotta climb this arm first. No, which is real dodgy. Real dodgy. There we go. And then his other hand comes across, and we jump into it. We jump into it. Okay. For some reason, it just isn't letting me do the backwards jump. And I'm very worried about my stamina. Can I just wait on his arm for a little bit? I think I'm going to get stamina back first. Oh, God. I'm alive. I am somehow alive. Oh, God. This is not going to go well. Stamina is so low. I just need to jump off. And hopefully land somewhere high up. Okay, Wanda did a little bit of a flip. We're good. We're good. We can just wait here. I've got to somehow climb around to the back of him anyway, so let's do that. Okay, here we go. I need full stamina for when I need to do the hand jump. But then you're right about stabbing the hand, that's the bit after this. So you hold X, and then you point the analog stick, and then you keep holding R2. There we go. And I've got to do the same on his arm. Okay, that was pretty smooth. Alright. Hold X, move away. No, he's just jumping up! Wanda. He just keeps jumping up. I'm moving the analog stick in the opposite way. There we go. He was just being really strange then. Oh God, he's looking at me. He's observing me. I don't see any weak spot here. Don't tell me we have to make that jump, do we? No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. What do we do at that point? I stabbed him in the arm, and totally flaking out and forgetting what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, so hold X, look away, jump. Am I even still on this? How am I? I let go like a couple of times then to try to get stamina back. I'm not close enough to make that jump. Hey, dumb face. What the hell do I do here? He's like holding his arm, but I can't go across those fiery bits. But you see that? He's like oh! Oh my god! Well, that was good. He just... What did he even do then? It's bad that I forget how to fight this Colossus after I beat this game like, I don't know, 12, 13 times probably over my life. And this is the second time I've streamed it. Obviously this is the first time in the PS4 version. But I'm just really bad at remembering. Do I have to shoot something with an arrow? Maybe? Maybe, yeah. I've got such a terrible memory that I just forget half the time. I mean, I can get back up to his hand pretty quickly anyway, so... Well, let's start with this. And then jump backwards. And let's shimmy a little bit while we're moving. We're not high enough, I don't think. There we go, we got it, we got it. Okay, now here, we could try shooting his shoulder with an arrow. That's what I'm going to try doing. Because you definitely have to stun the hand. Right, like that. There we go. Yeah, you shoot the shoulder with the arrow. I got it. I got it. We're good. Okay. No, God, I hate being up here. It's so sketchy. And it's even scarier now that you can see his, like, full-on shadow on the ground. Look at that when the lightning flashes. Stop moving around, Malice. You malicey malice. You're filled with malice, Malice. Oh, so close. It was just a little stab. I thought I'd do a little stab. He's reeling. He's a reeling. My stamina's hanging in there, which is good. I'll go rest on his shoulder if I need to. Man, this fight is incredible. The music is so quiet now, you can just hear it just slowly swelling in the background. Our stamina is down to its last quarter. If I get one more big hit in, we'll be able to take him with this stamina. No, he moved. Right, I'm going to start moving myself. Get a bit of stamina back. Please don't fall off, Wanda. Please don't fall off. It's really creepy that he looks at you. He's got like such a human face. Oh god, he's really throwing me. Alright, we're back on the head. We're good. That silhouette, the shadow on the ground when the lightning happens. That is just insane. Alright, we have enough stamina to do this now. Here we go. Stab 1. Stab 2. No, he moved. Oh, the littlest of stabs. Just do a little stab, Wanda. There we go. And the fortifications come crumbling down. And the final Colossus has been slain. Now we get to watch the last cutscene, which is long. But hey. I'm just gonna slowly climb. No! Oh, I'm floating in the air. Beautiful video games. Here we go. Let me get comfy for this. I'm so excited to see how this plays out. Obviously I know how it plays out, but I mean visually. His skin looks really pale now too. It'll be interesting to see how far the corruption goes in this last scene. Where are the doves? My favorite shot in all of Shadow of the Colossus is that. I don't know why. There's something about that sword, and then you just see Wanda's pretty much corpse in the background, just limp on the floor. Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, the corruption is real now. Look at Wanda. Holy shit, that looks awesome. I've always liked the symbolism here of how the symbol on Wanda's cloak looks a lot like the area we stab on the Colossi, the glowing spot. And in Wanda's final moments, he reaches out to the woman he brought here. He was willing to sacrifice it all for her. That's basically the story. I think people speculate that he always knew that his life could be given for hers. And it almost feels like he embraces it as long as she comes back. Now this is what I've been waiting for. Do this. You notice how the male voice is the dominant voice now? It's not a shared voice. Before you can hear male and female. but now you only hear the male. Some speculate that the female part of Dormin went into Mona. Mono? Should say Mono, that's her name, I believe. And the male part went into Wanda, so they both kind of separated the two parts of... Oh my god, fire breath. I forgot he could do fire breath. Oh, fire breath. Beautiful. Let's do some stompy oh, he's picking up the sword. He's picking up the sword. See, I think I'm the weird one who thinks Dormin's actually good. Or at least neutral. Dormin's rage. Because I feel like he gets a bad rap, you know? Although we don't know his backstory. Maybe he did something absolutely terrible in the past. Can we do photo mode here? Oh, we can't move the camera around, though. Interesting. They've locked it so we can't see Dormin from like, another angle. Which I would have really enjoyed. You can kind of see him there. I mean, you can just let them escape to make this quicker. It doesn't matter. They're going to escape anyway. Bye, guys. See you later. Toodaloo. I got the trophy. That's all I needed you for. I didn't even manage to keep up with them at all. Now, there's another trophy for this bit. Which I got in the PS3 version, I think, but I don't know if I ever managed to... I probably managed to do it in the PS2 version. Which is you've got to hold on for a minute. Which I think is going to be easier to do on subsequent playthroughs when you have more stamina.
You cold!
So 60 seconds from now, you have to try to survive and not fall in here. I think Dormin is being killed here. I believe he's been purified. I believe this is a death incantation. I think. Could be wrong. But yeah, you have to survive here for 60 seconds. As you can see, it's probably very more possible if you have a much stamina bar. You could just hold on here for much, much longer than a minute, probably, with a max stamina bar. But we're gonna see. A much stamina bar, yeah. A much bigger stamina bar. I've been streaming for 3 hours. I'm starting to lose it. And then we go. Well, it wasn't a minute. I'm going to assume that was like 35 seconds or something. And there it is. Another view of my favorite bridge. So I'm going to finish the game again on hard mode. I'm already 11 Colossi in. No, my bridge. Oh my god, it looks awesome though. So tomorrow and Saturday we'll be doing the time attack time trials, where you have to beat all of the Colossi under a certain par time. And we'll be doing that in hard mode first, and then I'll probably do normal mode in my own time. But we unlock lots of different weapons and items, like the parachute, different swords, masks that boost power, and you get arrows and harpoons. You get a lot of different weapons and items from the time trials. And I only showed very briefly the first 2 normal mode time trials when I was playing the game on PS2. So I think we should play all 16 of the Colossi again on hard mode with the time, which, as people know, I'm not very good at doing this game quick, so they could be pretty long streams. Masks. Yes, I said masks. I mean, I could say masks, but masks. Masks. It doesn't even sound like the word mask anymore. And there she is. Dormin held up his end of the bargain. Slay the 16 Colossi, and I will resurrect the girl. Well, yeah, Dormin is definitely not defined as male or female, so they or the is the correct pronoun, yeah. Dormin he and Dormin she are really interesting in the fact that they speak at the same time, but they seem to be almost like 2 separate entities living within their shared consciousness of Dormin. It's a really interesting god or entity or whatever Dormin is. Their existence together seems to be tied by choice, I guess, but then they also seem to be able to split their, anyway, here's aggro. I don't know why he's limping, not a clue. You didn't see a cutscene or anything. Aggro's just got a little bit of a limp. He's fine though. Nothing wrong with him. Probably slipped in the rain or something. See? Perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with him. See? All fine. Nothing wrong at all. And credits. And we see the new credits rolling by for Blue Point Games, who did this remaster. You can see their team. They're a Texas-based team. They've done a few other remasters, a few other remakes, a few ports. And it seems like they're working on another one, actually, another remake of some sort. We don't know what that will be, though. But I think this game was probably one of the biggest surprises coming out of E3 in June 2017, because Sony had this moment where it went quiet, and then boom, we just get a shot of this newly remastered Shrine of Worship, and then a really powerful trailer introducing the game, and then we got some more at Paris Games Week, and we got a few clips from them over time, but we didn't see a huge amount of the game. They kind of drip fed us with different parts and what the Colossi looked like in HD, which I think was good, because I don't feel like I saw anything that spoiled any of this. I think it just slowly, came out over time, and we saw what we saw. It was really good. And now we have the Japan studio credits coming up. I wonder if they're... Oh, supervisor is Fumito Ueda. I wonder what comments and what things he put in to this remake. Because obviously he didn't have the master control over the remake. He wasn't doing the remake. But I wonder what he said and what maybe little things he hoped they would add or change from the original version. Because obviously he's the guy who made the original version, Team ICO. And Chewie has now arrived to see the credits roll and go to sleep, probably on my foot or something. Oh no, he's having a drink. And the credits end over the site of my favourite bridge in video games, slowly crumbling. Chewie, you drink so loudly. So that white horse you see Lord Armin, yeah, riding, you can actually get that skin for aggro. And the very, very long closing scene here. And the rest of the credits. I wonder if Team ICO will get a credit or if I missed it. As they were the original creators of the game, is what I'm trying to say. Don't look at evil as something that is so black and white. We don't know Dormin's backstory. And he seems to give what the people who, let's say, worship him, what they want. He brought Mono back to life, didn't he? That is a horrific looking baby. Jesus. Look at its horns. I'm very excited to see what the 79 gold relics, what they unlock. Whether it be maybe another cutscene here at the end, revealing something else. Don't say mean things like that about Aggro. Aggro will clearly live a very long life in this land. And this is up to the Secret Garden, which is a place you can climb when you have max stamina. There's a wall you can climb and make it up here. You can explore it. There's not many climbable points in the Secret Garden, but there are some trees with fruit in them, which when you eat the fruit, you get poisoned and lose health and stamina, which you're then going to have to knock up again. Not as in get pregnant. Don't knock up the health and stamina bars. They're pregnant enough. No more health and stamina bar babies. Just, you're going to have to beat another Colossus or something to replace what the damage the eating the poison fruit does. But why does this place have poison fruit in it? Who knows? But it seems like a Garden of Eden for Mono and Aggro here at the end. Maybe Aggro will even heal. In this place. Lush. With life. Why that got me so much, I don't know. Because I put the PS4 controller down, it's like, oh, I'm going to pause the credits. Brilliant. I don't think the credits rolled for this long in the original. I really don't think the credits were nearly this long. I feel like we had already seen the end of the credits at this point. I love all the life coming out though. The dove. The doe? Is it a doe or is it a deer? The hawk, the dove, the squirrel. They've all come together to see the horned boy. And we say goodbye to the story of Shadow of the Colossus once again. Of course, I've still got 2 more days of streaming where we're going to tackle 8 Colossus a day. I don't know how that's going to go work. It's going to be another couple of long streams, I think, in the time trial, time attack mode, where we have to beat the par time on each monster in hard mode. Which may be a challenge, but as we beat more and more of them, we unlock more items and we can start equipping those items, which should make things easier. And the times aren't super strict either. They're not like very, very quick. So you do have a little bit of time leeway to beat the Colossus. It's not like they're going to ask you to beat all of the Colossus under a minute or something crazy. Although that would be almost impossible, I think. It's a big chunk of legal text right there. Ah, mimicking the opening scene. (2005 to 2018). And there it is. There it is. Enter time attack mode, press R2 in front of a Colossus statue in the shrine. New Game Plus and Mirrored World modes. That's new. Mirrored World. We've got some Zelda stuff going on here. We got mirrored mode in Twilight Princess on the Wii U. We got mirrored mode in Master Quest of Ocarina of Time on the 3DS as well. So there we go. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow where we will start these time attacks and see how quickly we can defeat some more of these Colossi. See you all then, and this has been an amazing journey again to play Shadow of the Colossus live on the stream. See you all next time. Goodbye!